Okay, so in this video, I'm just going to show you the process to get your app published on Apple App Store. Basically, it has some simple requirements and also some necessary things you need to get before you can proceed. First thing is an Apple App account, Apple developers account. You must have access to such account. And also you have to configure your app well, and this app was created with Flutter. So this is my project and I have everything here. So first thing first, I'm just going to show you what you need to do before you get started. First of all, every app has its own functionalities. When I talk of functionalities, I'm talking about permissions it has. So in my case, my app requires internet permission and also some basic permissions. So first of all, you just have to go to your runner and then go to your go to the Flutter. No, not the Flutter, it is the runner, and then go to the info.playlist. Now you just have to add these codes from the array here. Just array this guy, then you add this, that is the orientation. If your app responds to an orientation, you just you just have to work within that, right? Just have to work within that. So in this case, we just have to say that, okay, so make sure you have everything here and make sure you have this array to be typed inside your project successfully, and this as well. So after doing this, basically that is what you need to do. Also make sure that your iOS and everything is up to date and everything is perfect. So the next thing to do is just to right click on this iOS, then open in Xcode. So whilst your app is being opened in Xcode successfully, you are good to go. It means you are good to go. So the next thing you just have to do is you just have to make sure everything is intact, right? So first of all, I'll just go to product, clean build solution. So just have to select your your sign in, but it is highly advisable to tick on automatically manage sign in, right? So it says Xcode will create and update profiles, app IDs and certificates for you. So you just have to see that your app bundle identifier is there, right? First of all, I'm just going to see if I have something in my organizer. So just okay, so I have one already there, so I'm just going to delete that. You will not be getting something like that, but I have done that already, so I'm just going to delete that. Okay, so from here what I have to do is I have to make sure that everything is intact. So to make sure everything is intact, you just have to check your display name, your bundle identifier, your version and all that, and then you come to the signing in, make sure everything is perfect, your resources. And also one more thing, you have to make sure that your assets is up to what you want to put it up there, right? So once you are done with this, you are good to go. So the next step to do is just to go to products, go to scheme, destination, then you choose any iOS device, right? Then you go to product again, then you click on archive, right? So that is going to archive the whole project and it's going to place it inside your organizer. So that is where it's going to be published to the Apple App Store, or that is where it's going to be pushed to the Apple App Store. So perfect. First of all, the next step again, let's go to our browser. Make sure you have your your developers account. So let's go to developer.apple.com. You have to make sure you log in. So after you log in, click on this account and it's gonna bring you up to this page, right? So from this page you just have to click on App Store Connect and you click on go to App Store Connect. Basically that is going to land you to this page. So from this page you just have to click on this my apps. So all the apps you have submitted to Play Store it's going to be listed up here, right? So good. So you see that I have two apps here. So I'm just going to click on this plus guy. We have new app and new app bundle. So just click on new app. So far as the platform is iOS, I'm just going to tick on iOS. So this name is going to be Ahote TV. That is the name I'm going to choose to that, and I'm going to choose English Canada. So the app bundle, that is the, it was signed automatically, so I'm just going to select the com app Ahote TV. You see, that is the same app bundle identifier I have in my Xcode right here. When I go to my runner and I go to general, you see that the same thing I have here. So it is signing up. That is perfect. So let's see from here the SKU. I'm just going to say Isoft. The SKU is a unique name which will help you to, which will help the app to be, something unique, not something fancy. So I'm just going to say Ahote. I can use dash Ahote TV, right? Something like that. Then I grant a full access to that. Then I click on create. So that is going to create a new app for me, and it's going to be, right here. All right, so the build is being done. So I'm just going to go to here. You see that I have it here. So I'm just going to validate the app to see if there is any error. If there is any error in your app, it's just going to basically fix, try to tell you what the error is, or where the challenge is, or the actual challenge you are facing. Is just gonna, it's just gonna tell you what the situation is. So let's check it out. If there is no error, then we push it to the build. So automatically manage, sign in as we did there. So that is going to automatically check up to see if it is being done. Okay, so now you can see that the app is successfully been validated. So I'm just gonna click on next. Done. Now I can push this app to the Apple App Store. So to do that, just click on this distribute guy. It's kind of like the same procedure. So now we are pushing it to the App Store. Okay, so just have to click on next. We are uploading to the App Store. So click on next, and it is analyzing the signatures. Okay, so from here we're just gonna click on this upload guy. So it will be uploading to the App Store, right? Alright, so now let's move to the next thing whilst it's uploading. So just gonna go to the here. Now from this section we just have to do some basic setups. So first of all, let's go through this guy. So let's go to the app information. So now here is the name of the app. Now we have to set up a subtitle. So that is basically going to be like the motto or the slogan of the app. So I'm just going to say it's all about heaven, right? Good. So already the bundle identifier is already there. Then we have the categories. You just have to select a category. So I'm just going to set up to lifestyle, and also you just have to set up the content rights, right? So I'm just going to say no, it does not contain any yeah. So with the age cross all platforms, so yeah, so just going to say cartoon or fancy violence, no. So basically you just have to select none, all of them, none, right? Just like that. Then you just click on next. So does your app contain unrestricted web access? Just gonna say no. Does your app contain gambling? No. Yes. So is it made for kids? Just gonna say no, it's not made for kids, right? So just click on next, and it is starting from age 4, right? All right, so based on this, just click on save there. Perfect, then it's saved. Now let's go to the pricing and availability. So with the pricing, let's choose $0. That means it's free. So yeah, I think that is the only thing you have to do here. Just click on save. Then we have the app privacy. The privacy is very important. So here we just have to add our privacy policy URL. I have added one by going to privacy policy. I have added one by going to privacy policy generator.info, and I have generated my privacy policy. So I'm just gonna copy this, and I'll just go to this edit guy, then I paste it up here. This is optional, so I don't want to add it up there. So just click on save, and let's click on the get started. So no, it doesn't collect any data from my app. Just click on OK. So that is perfect. All right, so let's click on publish. So let's publish this, and now we are good to go. Let's go to the ratings and reviews. It's very important. You just have to make sure your ratings and reviews are done. Okay, so with the ratings and reviews, I'm just gonna select all countries. That is perfect. The country you wanna so then let's see the version history. So it's just going to give you all the overview of the version history of your app. So yeah, so after this we just have to, so you see that it says prepare for submission. So let's go to the prepare for submission. Now here we will be tackling this sooner or later, so don't worry. This is a promotional text, so I'm just going to say it's all about heaven. So just gonna write a description for your app as well. So here is the keyword. So with the keyword, I'm just going to say heaven, and the support link, I'm just going to add my website, https afrilen.com. So I'm just going to copy this and paste it to the marketing URL as well. So make sure your version is correct and your copyright. So I'm just going to say copyright at 2021. Then I'm just gonna say in here, I'm just gonna say Isoft. Let's use caps. Isoft Technologies. Good. So like this. Good. That is perfect. So it doesn't have a special signing in. And here is the contact information. So I'm just gonna say Edu Amankwa, then the last name is going to be Isaac. The phone number just have to add +233 55013 is that is going to be my phone number, and just going to add your email. So I'm just going to add my email. All right, so after this I think yeah, so just gonna go up, then click on save, and now we are done. So before we do that, we just have to go to the build and select the build from this section, right? And we just have to add these up. So to do that, basically okay, so the app is now being added successfully to the Apple App Store App Connect. So I'm just gonna click on done. Just gonna close this. I'm just gonna close this Xcode. Now I'm just gonna go to my Visual Studio Code, then I select my iOS emulator. So I'm just gonna start an iOS emulator, and that is gonna start it up for me. So this is iPhone 12 Pro Max. So I'm just gonna run the app on that iPhone X Pro Max. So let's go back here. Now with the app bundle, whilst it's done from Xcode, let's go to the text flight and let's see what we have here. So within the text flight, now you see that the version is right up here. So it is still in process. When you upload it, it can take up to 10 to 20 minutes, approximately 30 minutes for it to reflect back inside your build section here. And if you have some testers, you can just add those testers to your project, and it's gonna be somehow quite interesting. So my version is still uploading to the App Store Connect. So now let's try to work out with the iPhones and all that. So whilst my app is done, see that I already have think I don't have the app here. So I'm just gonna run the app from this section. So I'm just gonna click on this, then I'm just gonna go here, click on run. So it is telling me I don't have an extension. So what I need to do right now is just to open up the terminal, and then I'm just gonna say Flutter run, and basically that is gonna try to run up the app for me. So just gonna run the app on my iOS emulator for me. Good, so that is perfectly fine. Now we have to add up some methods to in addition to this as well. Yes, so whilst my app is running, let's see what we have here. Okay, so the app is running. I'm just gonna hit Control Command S from here and save the screenshots from here. So from here, I'm just gonna go back to my Safari browser. Go here, then I'm just gonna paste it right here. So that is gonna load up here for me. So basically that is how it is. So I'm just gonna go back to this simulator, then I click on play. So basically it's gonna play the video for me. So whilst the video is playing, I'm just gonna hold Command S to save the whole thing, drag and drop it here. So I'm just gonna click on close. Yes, and within this I'm just gonna save it again, bring it up here as a screenshots, and I'm just gonna go to this sidebar, Command S, save it up, drag and drop it here. So that is gonna be that, and I'm just gonna go to this contact, just gonna save this, then drag and drop this guy here. Good, I'm just gonna go back to donate, so I'm just gonna save that, bring that on here, and I'm just gonna go to the online radio, save that, bring that one here. Perfect. And I'm just see this exit, save it, just bring that one here. Perfect. So I think I have these guys, and I'm in love with them. Good, so that is it. Now we have to add it up to this guy as well. So this is the iPhone 5.6, so we just have to go in for this guy as well. So what I have to do is I just have to stop this, I just have to close this emulator. So I'm just going to go to close, and with the simulation I'm just going to go to devices, file, new, iOS, then I'm going to go to iPhone 8 plus, right? So that is going to be the 8 plus. So I'm just going to start that, and this is the 8 plus. So after the 8 plus is being successfully loaded, I'm just going to I'm just gonna use the same thing as how I did there. So basically I'm just gonna go back here and then click on run, the same thing. So just gonna go to the process Flutter run, then you run the app again. So basically that is gonna run the app here for us one more time. So that is going to be the display for this guy as well. And after we are done, we're just going to go in for the iPad Pro 3rd gen and then the 2nd gen, and we're going to do that as well. So make sure you have everything well done here, and everything will be good to go. Now let's wait for our emulator to finish working. Okay, so whilst it is working, just gonna hold Control S, Command S, then you come here, so you go to this screen. So I'm just gonna put it on the desktop for now here, so that it won't be just like missing. So there you go. So just gonna minimize this, and I'm just gonna close the whole thing. So let's go to the desktop. I think I added this to the desktop, so it should be here. So just drag and drop it up here. So there you go. Excellent job done. So click on OK. So from here I'm just gonna click on play. So whilst it's playing, I'm just gonna save this as well, bring it up here, and I'm just gonna click on this. So save this once again, bring it up here. Perfect. Go to the connect, and then just save it up here. Go to this guy, just add it up here. go to the donate support, save it up here. Now let's go to the online radio, save it up, put it here. Then I think we have to go in for the exit as well, save it up, put it here. Perfect. So whilst we are done with this, I think it is quite interesting and beautiful. So yeah, so let's just close this simulator as well. So I'm just going to close this simulator. Now let's go to the iPad Pro 12. That is iPad Pro, that is the third generation. So with the third generation, let's go to the file, new simulator, go to iOS. We have the second, and then we have the fourth gen, eighth, and this is fourth gen, right? So that means we don't have third generation here, but I think the fourth is gonna work, right? So just click on the fourth. Let's run the emulator, and that is gonna work perfectly fine. Okay, so within this app right here, I'm just gonna run the same simulator to that. So I'm just gonna do the same Flutter run, and that is also gonna run the same thing on this device for me. Okay, so while it's done, I'm just gonna save this screen, save that, bring that back here to the Safari, and I'm just gonna add it up here. Basically it's gonna accept it, right? So I'm just gonna go back here, wait for the app to load, and there you go. So I'm just gonna click on display guy, and there you go. As you can see, it is playing. So I'm just gonna save the whole thing and bring this guy here, right? So I'm just gonna go to the computer is kind of slow, so I'm gonna go to the connect or contact. Then I'm just going to save this guy as well, put it up here. Perfect. Go to this guy side, save it up, put it out here. Go to the donation, save it up, put it up here. See, so basically that is how it is being done. So for the radio, just gonna add it up here as well. So let's see what we have here. So with the exit, we're just gonna save it up, put it up here. Perfect. So I think everything is quite interesting, and it's going to be like the same thing is going to be applied for the iPad, the second generation, right? So with the second generation, we just have to do something like this. We just have to close the app. So I'm just gonna go home, open the app again. Let's go to the live TV, and just gonna save the TV side as well. That is for these guys. So just wait for it to load. Save this. Good. Just bring it up here. There you go. Perfect. Excellent. So that is how we do it. So just go to the other section, save it. No, save it again, put it up here. Go here, save it again, put it up here. Donation, put it up here. Online radio, put it up here. Exit, put it up here. So basically I think that is all you need to get to be good to be going. So after that, you can just go ahead and then close the simulation, right? So after this, just have to make sure you save everything. Yeah, so let's submit for review. Now it's going to pop up an error telling us that we must choose a build, right? So with a build aspect, we just have to wait for it to load. So one more time, let's see if our build is being added. Okay, so let's go to the test flight. Let's see what is happening there. So you could see that it's still processing, right? So I will be back when the process is done. Alright guys, so as you can see from here, now the build is being done, but I have some missing compliance here. So what I just have to do is I just have to click on manage. It says, does your app use encryption? Select yes if your app only uses the standard encryption within app operating system. Export law requires blah blah blah, so I'm just going to say no, it doesn't need any encryption. So say okay, so let's say no. Yes, let's go for no. Okay, so that is an internal testing. So ready to submit, expires in 90 days. So now we are good to go. So we just have to go back to the App Store, and as we have here, everything is intact. Now we can see our build here. So select the build, click on this guy, say done. So we've selected a build and we have the app icon to be there. Perfect. So we just have to click on save, then we submit for a review. Perfect. So congratulations, this version has been submitted for review. Congratulations, your app is ready for review. This can take approximately up to 2 hours, no, up to 24 hours for Apple to review your app for you, depending on what you want to do. So if you're using iPhone, you can just download the App Store Connect app on your device, so that you can just monitor everything from there instead of visiting your computer day in and day out. You can just manage and work out with the app there. My name still remains iSoft Original, and this is a tutorial lesson on how to submit an app on on Apple App Store. Until we meet again on our next lesson, have a nice day, and iSoft Original is out.